Have a good day. And for this live stream right here, I will be talking about the Power Ranger future, and in my opinion, because the thing about my opinion, sure, I think and it's just since Hasbro is making a movie and a series of it, it's okay. That it has, in my opinion, just do the movies and spin-off right of Power Rangers, what I think they should do, it could be good. Because they, in my opinion, if if they, in my opinion, work with Netflix, just making universal Power Rangers and spin-offs of certain characters based off movies, it could be good. I think, in my opinion. But everybody, some people think it's gonna be good, some people think it won't. But the thing about the franchise, where I think it could, what it could lead to, I think this universe picture right here could lead to the good things. I think, in my opinion, it could. It this the link for. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Shoot. Not that. Not that. Yeah. Okay. Because the thing about my opinion, stuff like that, based on the Prodigy franchise, I think the Prodigy just as big as DC, which I think, in my opinion, it could be. But everybody different. It, everybody different. Some people think it could. Some people think it can't be as big. But then, in my opinion, but it's just because, in my opinion, a Power Rangers, just what y'all would do for it, it'd be a different thing. If you get be, be because then, in my opinion, the thing, in my opinion, stuff like that, what I will do with some of the Power Rangers stuff, it'll be good. It, oh shucks. That but the thing about, in my opinion, stuff that deal with the Power Rangers stuff, like the spinoff I would do based on that picture is something like I might, because the thing I might do based on that, based on this picture, is like, shoot, I probably do one based on Adam, that build and this thing come over, because they were my because then my opinion, like I think after this universe thing, Zach and them probably got to help out the Dino Fury team. Is what I think. But the thing about, in my opinion, the thing, in my opinion about it is, like, I do think. Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
What's up?
Man.
What's up? That on this about the Power Rangers thing, stuff that based on a picture I got on screen, like, if I just with Hasbro, like, I might do a spinoff just what Adam, Zach, and Billy was doing
Yeah.
after the that, a mini series, based on that. We already know that Adam is part of SPD, but we don't know if
Yeah,
this
that's
the
true.
beginning, middle, or this add-on went to the SPD. The comic books already said that it's some kind of multiverse already. It's a multiverse already doing Power Rangers. And that's kind of one thing that
Yeah.
I got.
I find that funny when you say it's a multiverse thing, because
Yeah,
funny thing is, with me being the multiverse ranger, uh I deal with like different uh multiverse of rangers and villains
yeah.
in my backstory. Like for
Mm-hmm.
one, I'm also in my backstory. I
Okay.
helped the dragon that I'm serving under as being his sword, as being the multiverse ranger, and the very first battle was up against the Machine Empire
Mm.
because it was like another son
Oh,
of King Mondo
oh,
in a
okay.
different universe.
All right. That
Yeah,
it kind of like I
sorry.
do think that no, that's okay. That the thing on my opinion due to the Prime Universe is like the comic books actually brought the as as you brought the franchise back to life, just
Hmm.
brought the Power Rangers back to relevance, back to the
Yeah,
general public, along with the game that came out with it.
right. Or you're talking about
Because he knew,
the Power Ranger game that came out like a couple of years back, Battle for the Grid.
yeah,
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 that
that did
actually
help
that
bring
actually
the
helped.
Power Rangers back. But also another thing that helped the Power Rangers come back is also the mobile game, Power Ranger uh, uh,
Oh
Leg-
yeah, Legacy.
uh, Legend Battle or something like
It's
that,
Legacy War.
or
Is the
something like that,
Power Rangers Legacy
where
War.
you get, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A kind of thing that just but the Power Rangers franchise that just got um so many spinoffs they can do, so many comic books they can write.
Oh yeah,
If you look at it,
heck, they've
that
done plenty
because
of crossovers. They did a crossover
yeah,
with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They did a crossover with the Justice League.
it just
They've
yeah,
done crossover with oh, let's see. I know it's just Godzilla
yeah.
with the King of all monsters. They did a crossover
The,
with that. So yeah,
the
Power
thing,
Rangers are multiversal.
in my opinion about it, is like these so greedy for money. That's the thing about Disney. Disney want control of everything,
Yeah,
and that's
that's
kind of
the thing. Yeah, even in the anime community there, Zoe. Uh, a buddy of
yeah.
mine is actually from the anime community. Actually believes that Disney is wanting to take everything,
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much.
That
Uh, because they're taking the anime community
mm-hmm.
or the anime stream, like put an anime in Disney Plus. Like they put I think they put a Bleach Thousand Year Blood War in
Yeah,
Disney Plus, but
yeah,
I can also watch it on Hulu. But I think Disney owns Hulu
yeah. It
and
do.
most streaming services,
Because
minus
you look at the
Peacock
streaming service
and
that
a
people look
few
at the
others.
most. Yeah,
Say
because
what?
you look at streaming service people, you look at the streaming service that most people look at. the streaming service I look at the most is on HBO and Netflix. Those are two top streaming services that people look at
Yeah, and
based on
it's thanks
quality.
to Netflix saying Netflix is keeping everything Netflix, and that's why they're always bringing out movies that are truly
Yep.
original, like Red Notice, so on and so forth. Castlevania, the anime series,
Yeah.
Ultraman, just
Oh
saying a
yeah.
few.
They made they need to make it a live action form of Ultraman soon.
Well,
I
they
think, in
did
my opinion,
try to do that with Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad back in the 90s,
it it
because that
it
was
would do better
another
now
form of
since the
Ultraman
Marvel.
too.
Yeah, but the thing about my opinion, it would do better now since the Marvel universe just ain't doing so good, and
Now
plus we
after
know,
Endgame,
yeah,
the MCU has kind of fallen.
yeah, because like the shows like She-Hulk is one of my favorite characters, and but it did her wrong, man. It did her wrong. It did her character
Yeah,
wrong.
I don't worry. I've seen clips of that stuff, and believe
So
me,
you seen
I was
clip.
kind of disappointed. But you
So
see,
you lucky.
yeah. So I understand.
So you lucky, and that was bad.
Yeah,
And some of the man, I seen the whole show. That just was torture for a minute. But mostly it seemed like Disney would just try to be political just to do it. I say superhero shows is not for you to be political on. That's dumb. Just go
yeah,
by the
and
comic
I
books
hate
and
to
do it.
say Disney is also part of that uh, wokeness that's going on about. I hate to bring that up because they're making every man
Yeah.
is bad or thing like that.
Yeah, I hate
Oi,
that job. I I said, come on.
yeah,
Because they have a daughter, I want to know how they're gonna explain that and just how Tree passed down the power to her.
right.
Unless Zordon had found her or something like that. Because
Well,
we
I
know that
don't
big old
mind Hunter
Aisha already was
being
Lolo.
the first full time Red Ranger because it's
Oh,
she's a
oh
good
yeah, yeah.
she's a good actress. I'll say that much,
Oh
and
yeah.
she's done the character
I
good
like
so far because she was taking emergency leadership roles when things got dicey and
yeah
in the
in the
in Dino
show, I
Fury.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, in Dino Fury, she took up the emergency leadership roles just to make sure that team was focused on making sure it's similar to like okay, you remember in I believe it was Flash season 5,
Yeah. Like with Slim.
when the Thinker kidnapped Barry and Emunet captured uh, Caitlin
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
Iris
I remember
had
that.
to first was
Take over for a while.
overtaxing them. So once they found Caitlin, they made Caitlin the priority
Mm.
because they knew that Barry had it all taken care of. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah. And did you remember up in Mighty Morphin just when Jason, Zach, and Trini had left, and
Yeah,
Rocky, Adam, and Aisha came?
yeah,
I thought that Rocky would have been the leader at that point, but it kept it with Tommy,
right.
and
Well,
and he got
I don't know
and
what
he
the
got the
whole thing was making the Sixth Ranger a later thing, but I did tell truth, I didn't mind Tommy being later for Mighty Morphin,
oh no
at least season
oh
two.
no no I
But
just oh no I just ain't minded, but the thing is they didn't had developed Rocky character to be that second lieutenant during those
yeah,
seasons,
yeah.
and that would have been good,
Well,
I think, in
also
my
don't
opinion.
forget when they went to Zeo, Tommy basically became the Red Zeo Ranger instead of having the power taken to become the blue because the red Zeo Ranger 5 crystal went to Tommy and that too.
Yeah, it,
I'm saying from
it, and kind of that thing for me, right? If you gonna at least try to, like, in my opinion, um, at least try, at least try to be like, in my opinion, develop his character for him to be like a potential leader up in the future, this
yeah.
future crossover.
I
It when he come
hey,
back,
don't get me wrong. I stand by you, Zell. Big time. I stand by you. And I understand where you're coming from. Trust me, I do. But that's just sometimes how the it doesn't usually work that way. Usually,
yeah,
for
that
some,
because like in the season, let me see, what was that? What was that? It was Jungle Fairy. I think it
yeah, Jungle
was
Fairy. Yeah, yeah,
um
yeah.
yeah
I
yeah
know
and
Jungle
Jungle
Fairy
Fairy.
because Jungle Fairy was like one of my favorite because they instead of doing a
Yeah,
lot of callous explosions, they focus on martial arts with that one.
yeah, yeah. And
And
kind of like
you,
in my
I
opinion,
know what you're thinking because you're talking about when Casey was pointed to be part of the three to
yeah,
deal with the
yeah,
threat of Daishi.
and that should have
And
been Jared journey. I
yeah,
think in my opinion, if they would have made
Jared
Jared the good guy and stuff like that, that would
and
force
made
Jared
Casey the
to
bad
face
guy.
his ego and stuff like that. Yeah, that Jared that was Daishi and stuff like that. That was done to make him Daishi. I think my uh,
Eh,
uh wait a minute. I'll be back.
okay.
I'm back.
All right.
It kind of like the it kind of Junior Fred Jerry. They should have made him part of the team, and and make him go through his challenges when he have a Casey and them or something like that. Sound like Sky
Well,
and Jack that wasn't SPD. They should have had the same
yeah.
dynamic, I think.
Well, yeah, I do see your point with both of those series because both of those series are actually very dear to my heart, even though that I've seen from the original, but from like the Disney unit or Disney era, um,
Yeah,
yes, SPD and Jungle Fairy were like amongst the two that I truly enjoyed because of the character
yeah,
development and everything else. And tell truth, it wasn't. It's if it wasn't for the good character development and the story, there
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
be more seasons of the Rangers like that. Yes, even though that
yeah,
yes, we've had a few flops. Like let's just say one of the flops was Super Mega Force.
yeah. That I didn't hate the seasons, the Mega Force seasons, but it should have had more development dealing with Troy and giving him
Yeah,
more emotion. But the character himself wasn't bad. It just was the writing
no,
what they gave him
yeah,
wasn't the
and
best.
plus
He
don't
wasn't bad.
forget what I take it you've watched like Lankara on YouTube as well, so
Yeah,
when he did the history of the Power
because
Rangers.
oh yeah, because some people give Mega Force too much hate, but then in my opinion, y'all watch Marvel movies, it's worse than that. and
Yeah,
and
I know, I
y'all
know, I
give
know.
Mega Force,
Yeah, I didn't
and that's kind of
mind
like the problem.
the Rangers being able to change uh like styles, like they went and from Mighty
Yes,
Morphin to different seasons and stuff, which wasn't bad.
yeah,
I actually didn't mind it. But I think the one character that actually got a lot more development from Troy, or yeah, Troy, was
was
Gia.
Noah. I think, and Noah
Noah
too, the Blue Ranger.
did pretty good with character development, and Gia did too. Emily, she was a little bit.
Yeah,
That's my honest opinion.
yeah, and kind of like the Pink Ranger in Mega Force. I like her, but they should have given her more to do. I think, in my opinion. And
Yeah,
Jake, they just made him. They, they just made Jake just a one-dimensional character,
right. Just
in my
gun him
opinion,
through
and
the
that was a
one check
bad thing, in my
that
opinion. I
yeah,
didn't like. Yeah, yeah, because you see him up in the crossover episode just with Casey, you could have see just the other parts of Jake when the writers just could have. If you look at it,
yeah.
if you look at it,
I
in my opinion,
understand
they could
what you're
expand
saying.
on Jake and make because you look at Mighty Morphin and what they did with their characters, each of the characters grew
Yeah,
as the seasons went on. It kind of seemed
right.
like just from Megaforce, they just been worrying about the big battle instead of them worrying about the character development that came with the what
I
just came before the
understand that.
battle. I think, in my opinion, and kind of like in my opinion, after this Cosmic Fairy thing over, they need to make a movie, a spin-off movie. This too, the Cosmic Fairy stuff.
Kind of
I
like
think, in my
how
opinion,
they did
it will
with
make money if
the
they put it.
94 or the 98. Was it 94 when Mighty Morphin and Power Ranger movie came out? What year was that? I
Yeah, the
forgot.
Cosmic Fairy.
Yeah, the one with Ivan
It
Ooze.
came out 1994 or 95, I think. I saw that.
Yeah,
That Mighty
I
Morphin
think
movie.
95.
I think with 90.
Because
Okay.
somewhere around there.
Okay. And kind of like for me, right? That I want to see how these Zords supposed to look too,
Yeah, I'm kind of
because we
curious
all
about that
know.
myself. Because I've seen like glimpse from the trailer of Cosmic Fairy with
Yeah,
like with them using the kind of like the Sentai version for them being
yeah,
in space and stuff. But I'm actually wanting to see the actual,
Zords.
uh,
And,
yeah, the actual
and kind of like one thing
trailer.
I worry about, and kind of like one thing I worry about Cosmic Fairy is the writing. I'm worrying about the writing. That's what I'm worrying about.
Yeah, that too. I'm
I'm
worried
just worrying
about
about
the
the
writing.
writing and make sure the story.
Well, Dino Fury didn't do too bad with the writing. I know Dino Fury didn't,
Yeah,
and they actually paced it very
no,
well.
yeah. I actually like it though. I actually like writing that season. The Dino Fury stuff. I like the writing on that one.
Yeah.
That wasn't my
See,
problem.
see, as
But
me as being a fellow writer for like my own backstory of the Multiverse Ranger.
yeah.
Hold on, fixing the camera. Uh, I respect the writing a lot,
Oh,
and and tell the truth,
yeah. That's what we're doing too.
yeah, it's something to be
Yeah,
something
because
to
everybody.
be inspired by. Really, tell the truth. Hell, I'm making a like a 5 year thing with the Multiverse Ranger having to do challenges
Yeah,
that will test him from the very depths of his soul to
yeah,
survive
yeah.
as being the sword
Um,
of of the Multiverse Ranger. Because in the end of it, of the backstory,
okay.
Bando or the Multiverse Ranger is planning on defeating Draken, and once he
Yeah,
defeats Draken, he'll acquire the name Draken, but he's gonna make the prison or make the castle a prison for like high security threats,
yeah.
which
And
the
that would be a good
vigilante
thing too.
rangers will deal with.
Yeah,
And this is me also saying I am gonna be the one to dub us as being the legendary or as being the vigilante rangers. Sorry, I
yeah,
know this is your host,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
your
The
favorite.
thing about me, the thing about me, I was a hero. I couldn't be. I couldn't be Superman. Just be a straight hero. I couldn't be that. I had to be like in between a good and bad.
Well, see, that's why the multiverse ranger is a vigilante.
Because you know that it's you a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from, and yes, there's also going to be a little mission that I'm doing with the multiverse ranger, and that's going to the uh planet same planet as the Mercury Ranger came from, Mercurian,
Mhm. Yeah.
and I'm gonna have a Mercurian help me out, even though that yes, I stole a fusion technology that'll allow me to change my weapons, but not as fast as I want to. But it's like
Yeah.
this the debate that I had with one of my Ranger squad friends.
Uh-huh.
If I have someone that's able to change my weapons like in mid fight, like all right. What I usually start off with when I'm in fight is like my green arrow bow and my Joker dagger that I use from Persona 5
Oh,
as
okay.
being my main weapons, my main starting off weapons.
Oh, all right.
All the Power
Be
Ranger weapons are like heavy arsenal, as
yeah.
in swords and stuff.
Yeah, because my main weapon would have been the Alter Ranger. It would have been like a short sword, Saba light sword, something like the
Yeah.
White Ranger used, and my backup would have been the understaff, sound like the Donatello. If I gotta fight
Oh.
from distance.
Oh. Like the Brachio stuff.
Yeah,
Okay. I see where you're coming from. Believe me,
because you
I'm
can
a fan of creativity. I I work for creativity. Yes, even though that I do my mundane job, but while I'm working, I always think of
uh,
ways for my character to improve. Plus, working. I collaborate with friends on the Ranger squad, like
yeah.
like Agent. Uh, there's Omni. There's a few others that are part of the Ranger squad. This is me doing my personal shout out to the Ranger squad if they're in here or if anyone decides to say come in. Shout out to the Ranger squad. Sorry, I had to do that.
Yeah, that because like for me, right, that um my character just for something like that.
Yeah. Well, see, with
That just
Ethan, he's
he
basically our
what
agent.
I'm talking about,
He's the one that
the
created the
Phantom Ranger
Green
thing.
Lantern, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Because the thing about my character is an elf uh, up in his universe, just for Phantom Ranger.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my character.
Well,
And,
see, yeah, I totally understand, and I respect that.
and it kind of like the next thing that I want to see, right, just for the Permanent franchise, it's like these older like the older actors who came from the older seasons, the new ones, sound like for SPD, Mystic Rangers, everything like that. I want to see some of them come back too. Come
Oh
back and
yeah.
help out the Permanent franchise, or for them, in
Well,
my opinion, they get their own spinoff.
right. And anyone, okay, this is how I see the Power Ranger acting community. They support their fans doing stuff like how creative we are,
Yeah,
and don't attack us for us like like the triplets did a few weeks back. Boy, that was paying my ass to hear. Yeah, I'm bringing up an old subject that happened like 2 weeks ago when the
oh
triplets
shit.
attacked the
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I
the
heard about it.
Ranger
I heard about you
community.
triplets saying something, but the thing is, did something happen in between the triplets and one of the actors to make them go off like that?
Well, they're blaming because they're calling themselves the OG Rangers,
They is part.
and when they're not, because the OG Rangers would be the the first
Mighty Morphin.
six. Yes,
Mighty Morphin.
I understand
You got
that they're the first Gold
Jason,
Rangers,
Kimberly.
but but if you want to be serious, Jason was
Yeah,
more the Gold Ranger compared to them. That's my honest opinion.
yeah.
Because
But them,
Jason
in
was
my opinion,
more in
right?
the green Gold Ranger suit than than the triplets ever were. And plus, it it wasn't really them. It was also the voice actor,
Just
Eric
VR Troopers.
something. Yeah, yeah,
No, it's Brad something, I think, for VR Troopers. He was the
yeah,
voice.
yeah, yeah. From the guy that was on VR Troopers, I believe.
Yeah.
Eric
He plays
something.
Ryan Steele. He plays Ryan Steele on VR Troopers.
Yeah,
And they need a more updated version too of VR Troopers too to come out.
yeah. They also need to do a remake of Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. If they made a
Yeah.
comeback, people will be
Uh-huh.
rooting for them. People will be wanting to create a fandom just like that for
Yeah.
just as much as the Power Ranger community is. I can
Yeah.
guarantee
Because
you.
you yeah, because you look at the world now just with AI and everything like that. And
Yeah,
and plus everything is made with computers, VR Troopers just will fit right in if you look at it. And Netflix need to get on it too, I think too. Because you look at VR Troopers, that is just untapped money right there. That's untapped money and for the untapped market.
I truly
Because we
agree
know
with you.
Disney ain't doing it. Because
No,
no
Disney
Disney.
is just remaking old movies like Lion King
Yeah, that's already
and
established.
yeah, which yeah, like Aladdin and Beauty and Beast, which were
Yeah,
became live action and the animated classics. They're just
yeah,
tarnishing their old projects that they did and making a bad name for themselves.
yeah. Because you look at the older
Well,
man.
if they came back to work on canceled projects like let's say VR Troopers, Superhuman
Mhm,
Samurai Squad, hell,
yeah,
I would even let tell someone who is ever able to create a another animated version,
yeah.
and kind of similar anime uh animated version of Gargoyles.
Oh yeah, I would like to see that, but we know Disney own that, and Disney don't want to make stuff that that they got to
Because
believe in.
you know, if Gargoyles actually did make a comeback, the Gargoyles fandom would skyrocket.
Yeah, because you look at
So
some of the stuff
I
that's
know
dealing with it.
what people want. They want original. They
Yeah,
want originality. They want creativeness. They want
because we've been
to
telling
tap
Disney this, but they,
into the untold potential.
uh-huh. Because you look at the Disney stuff, man, everything like that, dealing with Joker, just what WB did, just for Joaquin Phoenix, that movie made $1 billion because WB was original. It
Yeah,
made $1 billion
yeah. And
because you
tell
look at
truth,
original stuff.
that's why I follow the Arrowverse. I've
Yeah,
been a huge fan of the Arrowverse since day one of when Oliver Queen became the Hood.
yeah. Because the thing
And
about my
why
opinion,
do you think I created the Multiverse Ranger? It was to honor the Green Arrow, plus also be my own Ranger,
yeah, yeah. The
and
thing
also to
about
create my own legacy.
Yeah, because the thing about it, in my opinion, right, that deal with Disney, it is like some people at Disney might have original stuff, but it's up to the head people just to approve it. The
Yeah,
head people
exactly.
in
Like
Disney
Kathleen,
just got to approve
I
it.
think it's Kathleen Kennedy,
Yeah,
or
because she messed up Star
yeah,
Wars. I hated that jump. I
yeah,
hated episode 8 and 9.
yeah. She ruined the Disney. I didn't care for the Disney sequel. Besides, I'm a fan of the prequels anyway, and the
Yeah,
original.
that because you look at it back in the day when I used to say our friend in prequels, people used to laugh at you and hate on you about something. That why you like the prequel? The prequel wasn't good. I look at them, I say the prequel was good. Look at the movie again and look at the storyline. What leads
It
to
followed
Luke Skywalker storyline
right on the script.
dealing with empires. Yeah, and that would people start to appreciate the prequels now. Ever since
Oh yeah.
episode 8 and 9 is bad, you know what I say? It's too late now to appreciate it
No,
because y'all used to laugh at
no,
us
I
that we
find
used to say the
like the
prequel.
books that I've read from the legacy side of Star Wars of like when Larry or married Mara Jade and they had
Yeah,
their kid as well as Jason and Jaina Solo, which that's why and tell truth, I even called it that Ray was
mm,
Palpatine's like granddaughter. And I even called
yeah.
it. I
I
couldn't
kind of
even
figured
guess
it.
them.
I kind of figure it. I kind of figure it after the first movie because
Yeah.
like behind the scenes,
Well, you can also see it in the how the title is covered.
Disney wouldn't have confirmed, and that's my problem with the Disney stuff. Because think about it, if you want to make Ray a Sith daughter that turned good, just say that.
Yeah.
And that's my problem because you know you want to make a different um a different franchise than the original. I'm just okay with that. But the thing is, in my opinion, just make the story good. Just make the story good, in my
Yeah.
opinion, because you make the story good, that everybody just accepted like they did the prequels and the originals. Because
Yeah,
they
I
are both
understand.
because they are both of them are both the originals and prequels was good up in their own way, but different as well. And that was some people just don't get. We we don't hate the sequel trilogy just because we hate it because of the bad writing. And,
Yeah.
and that was some people just don't get sometimes. It's the bad
And
writing that comes behind
and
it.
most like most of us that actually use common sense on a daily basis could easily
Yeah.
predicted that.
Oh yeah, I did too. And some people thought I was dumb if I said it. Thought some if a Palpatine daughter or something like that. You know they say, man, this ain't that simple. I look at them. I say, "You sure about that?" And years down the line, they tell me I was right. And I said, "Okay,
Right.
I told y'all. I I told y'all, man, what was coming. But y'all didn't just want to listen to me if I said it. But y'all listened to the Disney company that once the movie came out. And now I say, tell some. Look at the context clues went in the movie
Yeah.
Be- because you look at the storyline, what was in it,
It's just
and that's kind of like
for me I saw it as propaganda saying America is bad. Don't trust us.
yeah. and, and of course, America not all
Mm,
bad
that's
though. Shit, they
basically
can't be.
what this world's gone to, in 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 its
Yeah,
simplest term.
and that's kind of problem I have with it too. That because you look at Disney, Kathleen Kennedy was trying to be too in my opinion political. Yeah, but then in my opinion, don't be political. Just write a good story that people will like. Just
Exactly.
write a good story. I'll be good with that.
Kind of like how I've been with the backstory of the Multiverse Ranger, and then eventually when I collaborate with my other friends for the Vigilante Rangers, and once
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And that's my thing. Tell us something. Just try not to be political. Just write a good story. And I'm good with that. Because you look at it, of my opinion, if they were if the Transformers series get back to the glory days, sound like the animated version I had, boy, Marvel in trouble.
yeah,
Because we all know that the Transformers story could be good. If this movie actually be good and the Transformers make a series out of it, boy, Marvel, my opinion, got me in trouble until they bring the X Men's out. And plus, in my opinion, what took it so long for X Men's to come out? I keep on saying because you got all the
exactly,
characters. Because y'all excuse was the first time. The excuse the first time said they didn't have all the characters. You got all the characters, and you're still not using them.
exactly,
And that's
and
my
hell,
and that's
that's why I'm ready for Deadpool 3 to come out in November with Wolverine,
yeah,
bringing back Hugh Jackman.
yeah, and that's kind of thing I'm waiting for too. The Deadpool movie because like for me, the Deadpool movie to me it's gotta be some kind of barometer. It just with Disney just allow for violence because we know that
Right.
Disney hate violence most of the time. Because
Yeah.
this movie with Wolverine gonna be PG
And believe
13,
me,
I get
they
me mad.
yeah,
If this movie
I
for
understand
Deadpool
that.
is gonna be PG 13, I got me mad because that movie should not be PG 13. A Deadpool movie shouldn't
Right.
because they tried it with the Christmas special. It did bad. Certain characters, in my opinion, should not be PG 13, and Deadpool is one of them. And Blade, because they still making Blade PG 13. I say I tried that in the past. It didn't work because they Blade 3 was PG 13, and that was dumb because they tried PG 13 with Blade. Up in the third movie, because the first two was rated R. I think the first two was rated R, and
Yeah,
then the third movie that and the third movie that Marvel got involved, and that was the worst one. I say, God, duh, Marvel, shit, you can't make a good movie for nothing. And this should have, this should let Wesley Snipes finish off that trilogy. Because you look at it,
agree.
the first two was good, and they had Morpheus at the end of the second one, or first one, I think, something like that. They would have had Morbius up in the third movie. Boy, that that would have been a good three villain trilogy. You would have had
Oh yeah.
Frost, Nomad. You would have had Morbius because you saw the one of the deleted scenes of Blade. They had
Yeah.
Morbius just on the rooftop. So if they would have had Morbius
Yep.
up in the third movie, helping Blade fight Dracula, that would have been a good three trilogy movie. One of the best of all time. But the thing about it, Marvel just had to jump in, do their own thing, and mess up the whole trilogy. And I was mad, bro.
Yeah.
I was
I
mad
have
that
to
third movie.
agree with you
because you look at the first two movies and what C. Snipes did, he know how to make a good vampire superhero movie. He know how to do it. But it seemed like Marvel wanted to me to get greedy in the third one and do their own thing. And that's kind of one thing that I don't like about Marvel sometimes. And what I like about DC, because you look at Warner Brothers lets you do your own thing just by the character they got. They tell you to do.
Yeah.
And plus, do you know the Blue Beetle movie coming out too? This year, different Warner Brothers,
Oh yeah.
because they got the Blue Beetle movie coming out, and for the person that playing Blue Beetle, it playing Cobra Kai, just as
Wait.
a Gale.
That one of the one of the uh leading actors from the Cobra Kai series is playing as Blue Beetle.
Yeah, a
Really?
Gale.
I didn't even. Oh
Yeah,
shit. Hmm. Interesting.
because they pick well, they pick good. Because look at it, Warner Brothers do know how to cast. I give them that. They do know how to cast their actors. Because you look
Yeah.
at Marvel sometimes, and they put the people they cast, so you kind of question some of their casting.
Yeah.
Because you look at I kind of question some of the casting sometimes, but the problem is with the casting, Marvel Marvel the Marvel directors be forced to change the story based on the actor that they choose.
Right.
They don't get to change this story to fit the actor. Be actor that some people forgets. It's like you got to pick the right actor with and
Agreed on
and
that.
thing about me, and for they say they're supposed to be doing Adam Warlock. I said it's too late now. It's too late that on to bring in Adam Warlock because the thing about it, he would have been good just for Endgame and Infinity War.
Right.
And
I
that's the thing.
totally
He really
agree. Or at least have him
uh,
ready because they didn't bring, they only showed Adam, I think, in that cocoon and the first Guardians, or second Guardians.
because like the thing, in my opinion, stuff like that, it seems like the people, in my opinion, who do Marvel stuff
Yeah.
just be, be because you look at
Yeah, I understand.
could have been better, in my opinion. That's just me. That just me, in my opinion. Because like in my opinion, stuff like that, deal with Marvel, it's like until they show me is good, I, I don't trust them. In my opinion, I just don't trust them. It's such man, in my
Yeah, I totally understand that. Believe me, I
that,
I really
that's the
do.
easiest team that you can do. The X Men
And also with them, like, don't forget what happened with when they uh did like the like
the thing about it for me, if you mess up,
with
be
like X-Men First Class, that trilogy or that series, X-Men First Class,
yeah,
X-Men mm, Days of Future Past, X-Men Apocalypse, and then
yeah,
X-Men Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix is what killed off that series because they inputted the the politics in it, and plus they rehash another
yeah,
storyline that was already done in the first go round, thanks to the Last Stand.
yeah. Uh-huh.
So yeah,
And
I'm
and
with you on that,
and,
man.
and, and kind of like eh, that race last stand, the X-Men First Class, just when Logan had went back in time, they kind of just
Yeah,
with Jean Grey had turned to the Phoenix. They kind of race stand with years. Be, because like the only movie that counts is X-Men 1, First Class, uh, Apocalypse. Man, that bad. I do not know how you mess up Apocalypse though. Those are kind of and you,
yeah.
I was mad, bro. Cause shoot, I was scared for. I'm scared for Disney to mess up Apocalypse now. The be because we know Kang is coming, and Kang is an Ant-Man,
Yeah.
and plus we know like Apocalypse, the X-Men villain, he don't like to share the spotlight just with nobody.
No, we haven't even
And
got Mr.
cause
Sinister. We haven't even got
yeah,
Mr. Sinister for the X-Men
no, we didn't.
universe. Or explore
Yeah,
like that
and
jungle
cause we did.
dimension where the X-Men actually went to deal with him. I think it was like the
Yeah,
Savage Lands or something.
oh yeah, and you
Yeah,
think X-Men that had to deal with the on the Sentinels just on a daily, just saving the time. The X fighting the Sentinels most of the time because you remember throughout the 90s, seemed like, in my opinion,
yeah.
I
I
just
I
want to
understand
see
that
the
too.
Doom. I want to, because we need Doctor Doom to go against the Black Panther, but the thing about it is they're gonna recast him, and and that's what I want. I want to recast the Black Panther, in my opinion. Cause think about it,
Wait,
he
do
for
you
just my
think
thing,
Chadwick
just being
Boseman
called.
did terrible as being the Black
No,
Panther?
mm-mm. he he was really good as Black Panther.
Or you talk about the whole Black Panther 2 situation that's been going on for the last month and a half.
Yeah, the Black Panther 2 situation that when they went and recast them, I was mad because I say if you look at the storyline lead the Black Panther with the Avengers and the X-Men. It was
Yeah,
Storm.
Yeah, I totally agree.
and that would have
But
been
yet they made Shuri the didn't they make Shuri the Black Panther, the sister of
yeah,
T'Challa?
but, but then in my opinion, if they don't like recast if they don't in my opinion recast T'Challa up in the third Black Panther movie, that third one just might flop.
Yeah, I
That third
I
movie
kind
got
of have to agree with you on that because I know I've only seen like the Black Panther 2 like through clips on YouTube.
yeah,
I haven't actually gone to the movie because busy trying to live life and stuff. But I've seen like the clips, and I can tell that the acting and the writing was is
bad
terrible. Even with the trailer, you could tell that the acting was terrible.
because the first one to me is better than this. It's way better than the second one.
Yeah,
The first Black
because
Panther,
people
it,
were
it
actually
had more structure.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I
It be
understand that wholeheartedly.
yeah, because just man, they had more story structure, they had more character development. I say, come on, man, y'all telling me if Black Panther 2, y'all couldn't find another actor to play T'Challa, and plus and plus we all know that's a lie because we know it was a bunch of actors that was trying out to be that character.
Yeah, yeah. They had
And
auditions for that.
Disney, in my opinion,
I think in true
Disney definitely.
Disney is also being very lazy.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just calling it how I see it, and I don't
Even like
care
one of
if I
Disney
get
to recast him.
demonetized on YouTube. Because for one, I don't use YouTube very often. So 2 points for me.
Oh
I'm
yeah, because
just
think
being a
about it,
true honest guy
shoot,
that lives in America.
I I I'm kind of monetized. Oh yeah, oh yeah, the Captain America stuff,
Well,
man.
I've
Shoot, they
seen
do need.
see I've seen like the boys, narrator Eddie and all them try to get demonetized, but yet they're still going on strong,
Uh,
and they've been going on strong since the pandemic.
oh yeah.
Don't worry, I know a lot of people that I'm subscribed to, like
Hmm.
TGS anime. I'm a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm a fan of Digimon. I'm a fan of WWE. I'm a fan of Power Rangers. Fan of anime. Yeah, I'm that type of person. I don't want
Yeah.
but I do stick with when I create something. I stick to at least two universes that I know I can work something out with to create a good storyline, and that's yeah. But in my costume designing of creating the vigilante rangers, like in their vigilante forms,
Hmm.
I get cosplays that I think will suit me, and then I go to conventions to see what people will react to them.
Oh okay.
Yeah, like
It, it,
okay, I'll tell you this. For the Multiverse Ranger, I use most
mhm.
of Yusei Fudo's cosplay,
Oh
minus the
yeah,
Green
yeah.
Arrow hood and the mask of Joker to
Okay.
create the Multiverse Ranger in vigilante form.
Oh,
Yeah, I matched
oh shit.
cosplays from different universes, and it actually worked.
Oh shit. Yeah, yeah. Because you look at it, on the Power suits, it sound like the most versatile suits that you probably could combine equipments for DC or Marvel with. If you look at it, different
Yeah,
seasons, you probably
yeah,
can you probably use different weapons, different DC stuff, and put in Power
yeah,
Rangers. It would mix in the good.
yeah. And that's why I'm doing the thing with another project that I'm going to be working on called the Lightning Meta Ranger. The Lightning Meta
Oh,
Ranger is inspired by the Flash, and I'm going to use a Flash suit as well as the Flash mask, as well as one of the my favorite captains, a Bleach cloak or like trench coat thing. I'm using
oh, okay.
Byakuya Kuchi's
Oh, okay.
as being my own multiverse ranger vigilante form for the Lightning Meta Ranger.
Oh, sure. That would be a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
And kind of like for me, right? That if yeah, and kind of like for me,
good. So
it kind of
you've
seems
seen
to
my videos, right, on TikTok?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like that one when I'm tr- I'm I'm talking and in Oliver Queen's voice. That is me
Oh,
portraying myself as being the multiverse ranger,
oh, okay.
doing his thing, and 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 while I'm acting.
Oh, oh yeah. Because like the kind of kind of like some of the best cosplay come come from like the Power Rangers stuff, Power Rangers and DC stuff. That I was seeing the cosplay scene.
Well, yeah, if you look
The
at
Power
like
the Power Ranger
another
suit, some
good
of them
DC
be good.
cosplayer is Manny cosplay. He's the one that cosplays as Batman Beyond often.
Oh yeah, oh yes. I seen that cosplay a lot, but I just didn't know who did it. But I seen a lot though.
Yeah, but
The
you reached
Batman.
out to me, so I'm truly honored that you did, Zell. I really am. I'm honored that you invited me.
Yeah, yeah, because they I mean, shoot, I just like to invite different people the live screens and for them to come back. That because they might me, shoot, I want my channel to be open up to everybody, big,
Yeah.
small. They don't get to have no channel for them to be on my live stream and nothing like that.
And tell truth,
Life for everybody.
I'm actually enjoying talking to you because in a way I also feel like you and I actually bond in a way.
And yeah,
As if
yeah,
two creators from two different sides of the spectrum to yeah
yeah,
to
yeah,
actually
and
enjoy the stuff that they do.
yeah. It kind of like everything. I like to ask people just about on my channel which season of Power Rangers do they want me to do a review on episode by episode because I would actually do it if they got a favorite season they want me to do and stuff like that. Be
Yeah.
because the thing about it, the one I'm doing right now is Mighty Morphin because they are already did 1 through 10 already in Mighty Morphin. But if y'all want me to do another season on Power Rangers that y'all want me to do, I'll I would start that season and just start reviewing that season as well. If y'all want me to do that,
And if you want him to
if y'all,
invite me, give him a lot of likes, and if you give him at least, I don't know, like 6K, let's do 1,001K likes for his channel, and we'll see if Zell will bring me into his next showing with the Multiverse Ranger. Because Telchers, I actually feel honored, and I actually feel like this is a interview. I actually do, Zell. This actually does feel like an interview for me. I feel actually like I'm actually making a name for myself thanks to you.
oh,
I'm
okay, I get
truly
that. The kind of like that. I, I I don't like to make the interviews seem like interviews. I want to make the people feel comfortable
yeah.
most of the time
Well, I
when it be
know,
my
but
channel
but
and just
it actually feels good that I'm being recognized for who I am as being the Multiverse Ranger,
yeah,
and I appreciate everything that you've done for allowing me to come be part of because I actually like chatting with people, even new people that I haven't even reached out to. Yeah, I joined
yeah.
Discord a few, but
You don't seem like that. Because the channels I be seeing sometimes deal with Power Rangers, it seems like some of them be like too big to try to reach out to people. I say that's dumb. I think, in my opinion, to try to,
yeah,
my opinion, because you should try to reach out to firms just to see if they want to come. Be- Because it seems like the big Power Ranger channels don't want to, in my opinion, they don't want to talk to everybody. Seem like it just want to be to themselves. I say, I know y'all a big channel, everything like that, but you got to know how to speak to other people and other fans that not as big as you. I think, in my opinion, but
yeah.
that just me.
Like I've done, I'll say this: I've done in my life. I've done just talking to others about my projects and stuff, and where it's going and stuff. Like I had a project after I got done with the Multiverse Ranger. I did a project called the Invariant Ranger, which I figured that's basically I figured out what the Invariant Ranger is actually going to be. He's actually going to be a full on evil, but he's going to make the Draken of his universe
Yeah.
uh, his minion, but he's gonna take away the power of Draken and actually use it for full on evil and try to destroy the multiverse of everything.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That'd be a good story
and
to
he's
read.
actually gonna be the one that he's gonna be the ultimate big bad for
Oh,
the multiverse ranger. Which
oh,
funny thing is, multiverse
mhm.
ranger actually was I gave him the name of my nickname, Bando, when I was in high school.
Oh, okay.
I'm serious as a joke. I was named Bando because
What?
that was my
They,
old
oh
wrestling.
shit.
That was my wrestling nickname back in the day.
Shit. My nickname at high school was Ludacris. because I used to have
Ludicrous.
afro. Yeah, they had
No.
an afro.
Hey, I respect that. I respect that. Because tell the truth, if if we ever actually like hell, I could see people actually wanting to. Well, didn't they like create their own original spin-off of like a CGI animated for Fast and Furious on Netflix?
Yeah, the kids Dominic Toretto, I think.
Yeah,
I think I think it was the kids on my thing or something like that. The animated version. If they would do that for Power Rangers, that could bring in whole a whole nother generation. If you look
that
at
will bring in.
Power Ranger
Yes, I
fans,
totally agree on that. And most of us in the Power Ranger communities are part of the Power Ranger community are millennials. I'll say that much because we grew up in the '90s. We went through all the '90s shenanigans,
yeah,
and some
yeah,
of us, yes, we graduated in like the 2000s, 2000. All right, from 2000 to 2010 ish, I'll say that much. And then we
yeah.
had to deal with all the native stuff coming to us when we were like in sixth grade and onwards. I'll say that
Mm-hmm.
much. But all those external forces kept trying to control us. But with us
Yeah.
being the Power Ranger community, we say, no, we're not going to be
And then
controlled. We
no,
are
and
letting our own individuality bring
yeah,
us forward.
yeah.
It's like, here, have my receipt, take it, and like it,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. And
And,
that's
and
basically
that was
how I see it.
and that, yeah, yeah. And that was something we don't get just but the Power Ranger fans. The Power Ranger fandom was not like Marvel, DC, and anything else like that. Because we kind of different. We kind of
Because
different in a way.
they, all right, with the Power Ranger community, they allow creativity. Where DC
Yeah,
and Marvel, they're kind of strict on their rules. I'll say that much.
but but
Like they
but
were
shit, it's
strict
more like Marvel that's
on,
strict.
yeah,
Yeah, it's more like Marvel that's strict than DC because you look at DC will actually give you a little bit of room just to be creative. You look at the Joker movie because you look at the Joker movie that was rated R.
yeah,
Disney just never allowed that to happen. It would never allow that to happen. That Joker movie we got just for WB, man, that jump would never happen in Disney.
right.
And that was some people just don't get that. And some people keep on saying something. Yes, they would. You know, I say Blade is PG-13, and you gonna tell me that Disney is finna make a rated R movie, and they're not making Blade rated R? I say y'all Disney fans need to be more objective about y'all companies sometimes because
Oh yeah.
they not objective about nothing. Because they're not objective about nothing. Seem like to me, because like the last time, just I'm trying to talk to a Disney and some of the MCU fans, boy, they try to argue with you and say Disney do a lot of creativity. I say no, they don't. No, they don't allow originality because you look at the last 3 or 4 movies they made. Those was not originals. Those was IPs. Those was already established. And and now them same fans that try to argue with me, me, they come back to me and tell some you was right. I said, shoot, I've been tell you I was right. I've been
Yeah.
tell you this was coming to with Disney. And this shall come to me tell some I figured out the reason why Disney not original because they're doing established stuff. I said, I've been told you that. I've been told you that Disney wasn't doing established stuff, but y'all didn't listen. It took y'all 2 movies later for y'all to figure out. And I said, okay, shoot, I've been told you this. I've been told you this, but y'all didn't want to listen. They didn't want to listen to me. If I said it, because they would have thought I just being a jealous fan and a DC fanboy. I said, no, I'm not being a DC fanboy. I just being I just was being a objective fan telling y'all that Disney need to make some new stuff, new original stuff.
Yeah.
But they were telling me that I was wrong. They keep on telling me that I was wrong about it. And I said, okay. And I said, okay. I'll let y'all learn and move yourself before y'all tell me that I'm wrong again. And and that's kind of like the one thing that I don't like. I said, wait a minute now. You try I'm wrong just by common sense. You look at the last 3 movies that Disney made, the last 3 movies, and you gotta tell me that I'm wrong about the Disney
Well,
franchise.
don't forget
And
they
now y'all
did
suckers come back.
Encanto. They did that movie Encanto, and I know for one, I didn't even bother watching it because it looked, in my honest opinion, it did look stupid.
Yeah. And and plus you know that Warner Brothers is making that just to make that movie,
Yeah,
the one that came out different Warner Brothers,
right.
because we know that Mortal Kombat franchise require blood because we know
Yeah,
Disney barely just want to show a little bit of blood
and also I
because
think they treated other movies that like talking about like how today's society is uh, like they're
mhm.
trying to say men dresses are good, and wow, us guys that dress up like this and do our cosplaying for to live our dreams, working hard for our what we want
Yeah,
and
because
they're
you
saying
look
that
at the
guys like us is bad for having that much ambition. Well, a guy in a dress and saying that's good, that's fucking ridiculous. I'll say that much.
yeah, because you look at movies and shows like the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah,
Some people just would say that movie probably was too masculine. I say I, I say have you seen the franchise? Most of the franchises is males, males and females that can fight. That is strong up in their own right, and that what people
yeah. Heck, heck, the girl that
just
was
fail to
playing
realize.
Sonya, she was in the movie The
She was
Meg, and she was brave and strong as in that movie as well in Mortal Kombat.
yeah, she was a good character, and and she was written good. I think, in my opinion.
And it wasn't just about the her being like how most people say it for us our views as being males, calling the chick
Hmm.
that played she wasn't a sex object. She actually had. three dimensions. She had the charisma. She had the
Yeah.
intensity. She had the
Yeah.
party passion for Sonya.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's something
Because
that as fans we look for that. We look for
yeah.
passion. We look for the intensity. We look for the fire that gives us the ambition. Like like
Mm-hmm.
Prometheus's fire in Roman mythology. We always look for that fire within each of
Yeah.
us as being
Yeah.
creative people.
Mm-hmm. And that when people forget, some of the people who not even writers or try to be objective be try to tell everybody else what to do. I say, what's your idea of writing a good story? And their mouth be shut and they can't even write a good story themselves. I say, what in the world you trying to tell me what to do? Because you can't do it yourself. I get what saying. So you can't write a good story, but you try to tell everybody else what to do, or at least try to give good, um, constructive criticism instead of hate. I think, in my opinion, and that will mess up some
Yeah,
people. They just be
there's too much hatred in today's world against and I hate to say it, they it was it's mainly due to the today's world with politics that's put us
yeah.
at ease or
But that is the
at
that's starting
ease.
to change because yeah, yeah, because you look at the box office return and it just ain't doing so good. They, they're starting to change their policies on that too. They started writing political stuff like that,
Yeah.
and and that forcing Disney to not lean on the politics all the time. That forcing not to do
Yeah.
it.
Into like the liberalism
Yeah,
part.
that on
And
the box office.
I'll be proud to say I'm more of a yes, I'm a I'll proudly say it. I am a conservative. I actually believe that when Trump was in office, our economy was better, prices were up, and things were much better at that time.
But the economy might have been better. But the thing about him that messed him up is like he can't treat it like a business all the time, and
Yeah,
that kind of messed him up a
I
little bit.
know. He always put it as business first.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
and
thing. We just we also need someone that can look out, put America
with
first, not America
yeah,
last. That's something that we
yeah,
need for a nation.
that yeah.
Because you know what exactly what Biden did? First thing first, he dismantled the our oil industry. The the KXL
Um,
oil thing, the
yeah.
Keystone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he dismantled that.
Do that. Like I think if Joe Biden and a relationship, he probably wouldn't have did it.
Yeah,
He probably wouldn't
that's
have did it. I think, in my opinion, but the thing, in
okay.
my opinion, about Trump is Trump need that Trump, in my opinion, he was a good businessman, but shoot, it and kind of like in my opinion, he probably was a good business person, but the thing about it, he had to learn how to be personable with people. If
Right.
he was good personal with people, oh man, he probably could have won a second term, I think, too. If he was personable with people.
Eh,
Shit,
Well,
that's
at
good. I
least
think
he did.
that's
All right. Yes, I know that he wasn't really like he took talking to people differently instead of uh, talking calmly like how you and I do. We
yeah.
gotta understand that aspect though of why people don't like the way that he talks. It would be similar like let's just say if I was invited to join, I don't know. Let's just say the doctor of the doc in the dock and buildings live, and me joining his live.
Oh, okay.
How would I approach him? And seriously, because I've never been on his live. I'll say that much. And
All right.
it's like because he does he does stuff with his Disney TikTok circle a little bit differently. Keeps where me, yes, I keep the floor open, but I also save a few spots for friends. Yeah, I'm in the live
Oh, all right.
too. And that's just
And
me.
kind of like the one thing I learned about, this dealing with this political thing. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like in my opinion, both sides need to compromise just to accomplish a goal. In my opinion.
Yeah, I I I actually have to say that I agree on that too. Because if people can put away their different, like us, like you
Yeah.
and I, we can put
Hmm.
away our differences and talk as civil as ever
Yeah.
and prove that this world can change. We have
Should
the
that
ability.
I can yeah, yep, and that's my thing.
So yeah, I
That well, I think in my
totally
opinion,
I get what
like
you're
everybody
saying.
can.
Bro.
Hmm. And kind of like
Um,
the kind of my opinion, what X-Men team would you put as your first team out there if you had to make the X-Men movie? The first team of
okay,
X-Men's like,
interesting. Uh, are they saying from the movies or from the animated series or from any animated series or are we talking from like
if they was doing live
like
action,
five?
what would be the team that you would put up in the first movie if you were doing the live action one?
Okay, interesting. Um, let's see. I'd probably all right. Yes, I like to have a iconic character like Wolverine. That's a must because Wolverine has always been like my all-time favorite. Um,
Oh,
Another one I'd also have to say is Rogue,
oh, okay.
Gambit,
Oh, oh yeah, I like that one.
and let's say give Nightcrawler another chance, and let's
Yeah.
actually do a better Angel.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Those
I
are
like
the
that.
five that I would choose. Cause actually
Oh, okay.
have a rogue that can fly like the animated series, like the
They
rogue
would have to put.
from the cosplay, the chick that cosplays as Rogue that I like to see.
Oh, oh
Yeah,
yeah, because they.
yeah. When
I
she
don't.
cosplays as
I
Rogue,
don't see.
when she like transitions, she looks
Mm-hmm.
exactly like her.
Sure, sure. I done seen a couple of people that on cosplay as role who probably can play him in the movie. And I say just hire them. It's much easier.
Oh, even I would
Be,
even
be,
say
be, be,
say Queen Alpha Jean, and this is my shout out to Queen Alpha Jean, even though that she was doing her own thing with uh uh doing D&D earlier with a few people on YouTube.
oh, okay.
But this is my shout out because she cosplayed as being a rogue from the live action, but she actually looked amazing. She's the one that I was cosplaying as me being the multiverse, and another person do it was doing his fighting stance right next to her, and me holding my bow behind me with my head tilted with my hood up, being very guarded of her
Oh,
because
okay.
I support that creator. She is a awesome creator.
And and kind of the reason why I asked that question be, be because we all know that we can't put Wolverine in the first X-Men movie. No
No,
matter how iconic he is, we cannot put him in the first movie.
no.
Um,
That's kind of why I
even
said the others. That's why I said the
because some
others.
people because some people online that I'll be seeing, they keep on saying put just put Wolverine in the first movie. I say have y'all such as read the comics because y'all read the comics. Wolverine wasn't part of the first team. He was part
No,
of the second one that came at just after Skyclops and stuff, everything like that. And that
because
was some people felt.
okay, the first thing was with Beast, Angel, Jean Grey, and Cyclops. Those were the first original four with Professor X
Yeah,
in the comic.
and,
There
and
was
and plus the
no
new ones that they put the new ones that came in was Jubilee and Wolverine because those two came in together.
yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Do something
and
like that.
that was some yeah, and that was something for the first movie. Start with the original people. The second movie, you add Wolverine and Jubilee up in the middle of the movie, not at the beginning,
Well,
but you
at
put
least
it up in
the
the middle
Ghibli
towards the end of
where
the movie.
she's being trying to be captured by the Sentinels,
Yeah, but
kind of like
that the
how
thing
they
about
did in the animated series. But then have Wolverine help her out against that, and them two tag team work together. Be like, let's say the X Men version of Bonnie and Clyde before they became part of the X Men.
yeah,
See,
and that's kind of
you
thing
see
I
my
am,
point there?
and, and, and that kind of thing I'm scared of did with Disney because thing about me, sure, I'm afraid that Disney probably would have that probably would have like in my opinion they might put Hugh Jackman in the first X-Men movie and that'd be a bad move in my opinion because that movie might be overshadowed just just by my opinion Hugh Jackman presence instead of the whole team because you got to establish a whole team before you put him in it in my opinion. And that was some people fail
Yeah,
to realize
I
because
get what you're saying.
and that's kind of like my advice because then I mean if I just making movies and shows and stuff like that, the fans probably wouldn't like me at first of my plan, but shoot, you know how I tell them, sure, you got to wait just for the good stuff in life, because like everything, everything in life just don't come quick. You just got to wait wait for the story, everything to come in.
Right.
And
I
that was
totally
something
agree.
for real. And that was something people fail to realize because you got to wait and just let the story percolate sometimes. That long as the writing, the story is good, in my opinion.
Hey,
And,
hey, I
and that was
respect
some people,
your opinion, man. I truly do.
yeah. And the thing about DC, I think the DC slate is coming out soon. I think something like that. And, and when that slate come out, I'll do my live stream on it. I just might message you, just to talk about it and see if you saw that the DC slate, the new one, when
Yeah.
it come out or something like that. Because they say James Gunn supposed to be announcing it. Because think about it, when that slate come out,
Well,
I just might
The Rock quit. The
message
Rock
you,
quit due to
Phantom
James
Rain,
Gunn. The Rock did
and
quit
and
because of
they
James
put a thing
Gunn.
about it. Should they need black? Yeah, because we know that James Gunn is making a slate just for the DC
Yeah.
universe that he doing, and for the slate he doing. When it come out, I would message you for you to come in doing that live stream or something like that.
Oh,
Just for
absolutely.
your opinion on it and stuff like that.
Yeah. I wouldn't
Because think
mind.
about it, yeah, because you know anybody else that probably might want to come that just gonna announce it and stuff like that. Then
Yeah.
you can tell them to subscribe to the channel for them to be, that to be able to
Yeah.
be on me and stuff like that. It shoot. So I just want to hear. I just want to hear different people opinions on it.
Yeah.
Be
Hey,
open
I actually support you on this.
to
And
other
it's like you
people
supporting me on my
opinion.
TikTok adventure
Um,
and me doing my writing
just
stuff. So
of it.
this is me helping you out too. And this is you also helping me out by putting me and being part of your live stream. And for viewers that are watching this, yes, I usually don't do live streams because this is the first time in I got to say about 3 years. Because last time I did a live stream, I was just playing games on my PlayStation.
Oh shit.
So it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And for this to be my first ever live stream on YouTube with a fellow YouTuber,
Yeah.
it's been a great honor. And I'll say this, like how I say with the Ranger Squad, I hope the
Yeah.
power protects you. And when we do this again, I hope your endeavors keep growing. Well, not growing. That we have the ambition to reach our dreams to
Yeah.
make a better future for us creative people.
Oh, okay. And like in my opinion, sure, I just might do episode by episode reviews of Cosmic Theory when it come out.
Yeah,
Because think about for me, because the thing about for me, just to enjoy a show, I got to look at it, review it, and just go back at the end of the season just to see if I miss anything like that. That's what I like to do sometimes. Just look at a
right.
show, review it, put it on YouTube, just to see what other people think, and just do it like that.
Yeah,
That
I
just got thing about
understand
it.
that.
Yeah, just got thing about it. Shoot, I keep on seeing people complain about cosmic theory and stuff like that, but you know what I say? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna I'm not going to complain about it just until I look at it, review it, and just go back and see if the show good or not. Is all I can do. But the thing about it,
Yeah,
some people hate on a show without even giving it a chance, in my opinion. And that'd
yeah.
be the problem I have.
So I take it are
And
you a fan
kind of,
of WWE? So
oh yeah, yeah.
so
And
I
plus
take
this
it
new
you watched
WWE
last
with the
night's
blood,
Royal Rumble.
boy, that junk just had surprised me. Just with Sami Zayn just had hit
Yeah.
Roman Reigns in the back of the chair. I say that was dumb.
Well,
Because you look at it, Kevin, because you look at Kevin Owens might be just messed with Sammy Head just to turn the bloodline for for him to be by himself. I say, come on now,
the
Sammy.
bloodline implode on itself. Yeah,
That
I see your
because
point of view on that.
because because you look at it, should the bloodline took you in, Kevin Owens just portray you time after time. Two
Yeah,
times you try to be his friend,
he
and
betrayed
two times
Sami
he turned
Zayn
you.
like over like at least 20 times now, roughly. That's why one day is
Yeah,
roughly.
yeah, and he still had feelings for the man. I know I said nothing because in my
He's
opinion
like,
that
okay, this is how I see Sammy and Kevin Owens is like if your ex is trying to get back with you and you're happy with the
yeah.
family that you're with
Uh-huh.
and put in like doubts of the family that you're in, but
Oh
also
yeah,
you could tell that
yeah,
that Reigns' way of trying to put KO out. I think as soon
yeah.
as the match was over, they should have just. I think they should have just. Uh,
He couldn't just
like
leave though
yeah,
because you know it's the first time you couldn't know the first time Roman Reigns in the bloodline left Kevin Owens alone there for a long time, just doing tear the whole just for the whole year and a half. They
yeah,
did not mess with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens came to them. Kevin Owens came to them, keep on messing with them, just keep on interfering in matches because you know that's how Roman Reigns almost lost his title one of the times. Remember, with Kevin Owens interfered sometimes,
yeah.
just by interfering
I'm kind of
just with
curious. Yeah, I'm kind of curious on something.
how,
Who were you rooting for the women's Royal Rumble? Who were
I
you
root
rooting
for
for?
Oscar or shucks. Oscar or just Naomi if she would have come back.
Oh, I
Because
was
the thing
rooting
with
for
Oscar, I
Liv
like
or Becky Lynch. Liv Morgan. I
oh
was actually rooting for Liv.
I was mad when Oscar just had lost that Royal Rumble. I say, God, dog, they always pushing the group female thing with the judgment because this me. Let her lose something. Let her lose
Yeah,
sometime because she can't win all the time.
yeah. Well, Liv's been losing a lot too,
Yeah, yeah,
and she lost her belt due to Ronda Rousey at I
yeah,
believe Extreme Rules.
I hated that jump too. I say, come on, man,
Yeah,
you can put Ronda Rousey in everything or Charlotte Flair because that's what those be the main two that be on TV all the time. Charlotte Flair and Ronda. So you
yeah.
got to give it to other
Yeah,
people.
Liv
You
Morgan
you got to
has
give it.
the capability of being a champion as well as Asuka and as well as every woman in in the locker room.
Yeah, be, because damn about it.
That's
Because
my
damn about it.
only
If you
thing,
look,
and I see it as
because you look at the Diva division, they could have bring a new title to the division named the Intercontinental Women's Title. They could have
oh
had
yeah,
just the United States Women's Title, Intercontinental, and they could have had the main title. Three titles just for one division, just with three different storylines, and that would have been good
yeah.
because that could have
And
kept
don't
that
they
whole
only
division.
they don't even I, and we haven't seen the tag team titles for a long time for the women's
Yes,
division.
yes,
Because
shoot,
Sasha and
sure. That's what we
Naomi
need.
still have them.
Yeah, sure. That's what we need. It's a tag team title, Intercontinental, and plus the United States Women titles.
Yeah,
If you
I
bring them
totally
three
agree with you.
titles inside the women's division, you can make so many stories just for three different titles. I said, come on, man, that's three different stories right there. Storylines, competitive matches, and everything else like that. The losses, the losses and the wins just might mean more and stuff like that. I said, come on, man, shucks. I said, shoot, the tag team matches is on the tag team division is like they need to bring in more females and
Yeah,
female
I see.
E. I think they can make a whole lot of storylines. I think, in my opinion, and
Yeah,
plus for the bloodline,
I get you.
and plus for the Dale and plus for the bloodline that they was thinking, they were bringing Naomi, Jimmy wife, inside the bloodline
Yeah,
because the Usos is going against the Judgment Day, and, and plus they
yeah,
need a female that can head off Rhea Ripley.
and they could even do a mixed tag team champion thing.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And that could bring so
Because
much
I've
story
seen it happen where mixed tag teams can actually win. They did a
Mm-hmm.
tournament for that, like back before the pandemic started.
Yeah, they had Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss that run that tournament. I think
Yeah,
Braun Strowman won that
and
tournament along with Alexa
they
Bliss,
went up against
and
Miz and Asuka.
yeah, and Miz and Oscar almost won it. It was from Braun Strowman coming in. They probably won the
Yeah,
tournament if Braun Strowman
yeah,
and
they
Alexa
did.
Bliss wasn't there.
I believe they did.
Yeah, and but thing about me, if they would have had a trophy or some type of belt just at the end of that tournament, those matches would have been more intense. I think in present and plus they probably mean more. And Miz probably would cheat a little bit more too, just knowing him.
Yeah, right now the Miz is basically a running gag right now. That's how I see him.
Yeah,
Miz used to be a top tier wrestler for for
he
the
he could have missed
WWE
one.
during the time when Cena was still wrestling.
Mm-hmm. And
Because,
kind of like in my opinion, it kind of in my opinion did with the bloodline. Um, I don't think the bloodline breaking up. I think the bloodline might need to talk sense into Sami Zayn just by Kevin Owens.
yeah,
Because you look at it,
and
you look
people
at it,
are speculating
he
like
got to have
Jay
a match.
is actually gonna try to talk talk to Sammy about what happened and stuff, and try
Mm-hmm.
to understand the point of view of why Sammy did it. And Jay's gonna be
Yeah,
reasonable enough and understand that Roman went too far in that and
yeah. And
delivering the punishment to KO. Because
no,
I actually
and this
think
kind
that in some way that Roman lost his humanity.
of no, I don't think he lost it. I think he just hate Kevin Owens because you know that
Yeah, he
everybody
just
else
went on
he
full
uses
hatred.
sense. He wasn't. Yeah, he just did
He was
actually just with Kevin
bloodlusted,
Owens.
basically.
Yeah, because if you look at it, Roman Reigns Ben tried to show Sami Zayn that with Kevin, just when he just will use him and turn against him.
Yeah,
Roman Reigns didn't even have turn against Sami when he hesitated the first time just about 2 months ago when he went and hit on Kevin Owens.
yeah,
Roman Reigns still had gave him a chance.
yeah. Sammy
Kevin
cared,
Owens just
and
would have
it
turned against
wasn't
him.
like like it's due to Paul Heyman's wise manning thing. I hate to say it.
Yeah,
Paul Heyman doing like
and
saying,
because
I
you look
don't
at it,
trust Sammy.
sound like Paul Heyman was shocked too when he hit Roman Reigns too because Paul Heyman would tell him just hit Kevin Owens and not Roman Reigns to prove your loyalty. I keep on saying to myself, how you keep on
Yeah,
proving your
but
loyalty
Sammy proved
to
his
Kevin
loyalty
Owens?
time and time again. He proved it. He doesn't need to
Yeah,
keep
yeah, he
proving it
no
to the
no the
bloodline.
judgment that on the judgment and stuff like that he was about to hit Kevin Owens. He would tell his Sammy to do it just to get the Kevin Owens bug out his system.
Yeah,
The Kevin Owens mind games off his system
yeah,
because you look at it, Kevin Owens would keep on coming back, knowing that Sammy just wanting to hit him. He
yeah,
know it because I'm keep on looking at Sammy. I say, wait a minute, Kevin Owens is using you, man. He using you throughout this bloodline, throughout the bloodline storyline. I keep on saying, I keep on saying to some Kevin Owens just forced to separate just for the bloodline breakup, just for Kevin Owens to beat him up again. Be,
yeah. I
because we
totally
know it's
agree.
coming. Because we know it's coming.
And Jay is
Because we
gonna
all know
side
that
with
Kevin
Sammy
Owens
on this. On Jay is gonna
and,
side with Sammy because Sammy was willing to sacrifice his body to to even help retain the tag team belts for the
mhm.
Usos.
Yeah.
Because Jay
But the thing
actually
about the
respects
Jada,
him. a
But the
lot.
problem is Kevin Owens and often I think in my opinion didn't even all Kevin Owens pity train, and that's kind of the problem I see right now. That's kind of problem I see. Sound like the Kevin
Yeah.
Owens pity train. That's what I seen. The Kevin that the like with Sami Zayn is keep on having feelings for Kevin Owens. I say why? Because he gonna betray you again. Because we all know this. He gonna betray you up in the worst time possible. Because you remember when Kevin Owens and Sami just had the tag team titles,
Yeah.
and 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 guess who messed that up? Kevin Owens, just by attacking Sami Zayn and giving up the titles. But the Usos didn't do that to you. That they had returned the titles and they didn't attack you after the match, didn't
Right.
they? If you look, and and Sami Zayn need to start having pity just for Kevin Owens most of the time, and that's his problem. That's kind of his weakness. His weakness is Kevin Owens, and they need to find him off the yeah, just off of Sami Zayn mind. I think, in my opinion, and plus the best
Yeah.
way to do it, I think, in my opinion, it 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 just to have a match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens,
Yeah.
just for the number one
Without
contention,
anyone
just for the United
interfering
States
with
title.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing about it, Sami Zayn need to get over that Kevin on that Kevin thing hurdle. I think, in my
Yeah.
opinion,
Yeah. Because they keep rehashing
it
the Kevin Owens semi thing, and tell truth,
and
it's
it's
getting quite old. It's been going on for about close to 7 years now. Because it was back in 2016 when that whole thing was going on.
yeah,
The first couple of times.
yeah. Because you look at history, Kevin Owens cannot be trusted. If you look at history,
Yeah.
he can't be trusted.
And then they
Because we
painted Sammy as a freaking lunatic.
yeah, because we know just on a bad day, if Kevin Owens, if Kevin Owens right now does have a bad day, he blaming everybody else but himself.
Right.
Yeah, and he got
But
attacked the
Sammy,
next person next to him,
all he wanted was a place where he belonged. That was
and
all.
that was the bloodline. Because the bloodline made him prove some stuff, but that's what they also accept him. Because you look at
Yeah.
it, you could look at it at the same time. The bloodline treated him better than did in 2 years than Kevin did in 5 and 6. If you look at it, it treated him better
Yeah. Hell,
because the thing about my
Roman
opinion,
was actually
shoot, they might hate
actually treating him like a he was even cracking up when Sammy was just saying random positive things and making him laugh
yeah,
and make
yep,
him break character all those times. And
yep,
same with Jey Uso
be,
too.
yeah, because you
It's
look at
when they break character, that's when
uh-huh,
you see the heart. It's
yeah,
when you see the heart and see how much effort's being put in this. It's similar to like us being creators are.
uh-huh,
When we're when
yeah,
we're doing or yes, when we're doing acting or or doing like a montage video, let's say with like for me, I did a thing where I was in my multiverse ranger suit. I did remember the name with from Fort Minor, and I came out with I came from the side, and people acknowledged kept keep acknowledging that I'm the multiverse ranger, which I enjoy that feeling. That feeling
Yeah,
gives me the power to keep fighting for something that I love. And that's something that the WWE also need to work on. They need to
yeah,
have where Roman is a fun loving guy and not acting like a total butt
yeah.
munch or
And
I
this half, and
yeah,
this half of the storyline, and this half of the storyline, they need to have Sami Zayn just try to gain the trust of the bloodline again.
yeah.
It, because you look at it, it's always ups and downs in family. It's always ups and
Because
downs.
the elimination chamber, I'll tell you this, will have
Hmm.
Sami Zayn in it, and Sammy's gonna choose to lay down his life or give up for the championship belt for Roman Reigns, so that Roman can
Yeah.
pin him. I'm gonna say
Hmm.
that that's my prediction for Elimination Chamber, guys. That's my prediction. I'm sticking to it. Till
Because
WrestleMania. Till
yeah.
WrestleMania.
Oh,
Because
oh,
WrestleMania,
so
Cody
I,
Rhodes, the
I,
American Nightmare, is gonna take on the Tribal Chief, and the American
oh,
Nightmare is gonna win on my birthday. Well, the day before my birthday, April 2nd, right? Is it
that's
April
if
2nd
they
or
don't
April?
add Brock Lesnar to the match because you know that Brock Lesnar just not came back. Remember?
Yeah. So Brock Lesnar, it'll be a triple threat between them. It'll be a triple threat match between them three: Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes, Brock Lesnar, and
And
Roman
Roman
Reigns.
Reigns.
And with Cody Rhodes easily finding his spots to make the crucial moves,
Oh
he'll be
yeah.
able to win that the belt and take it away from Roman Reigns. That is my prediction. Because WrestleMania's
But that's why
WrestleMania
if you look
my
at it,
birthday, and I'm predicting that.
but look at it, if you look at it, Roman Reigns don't really need the belts to be relevant.
No, he doesn't. And besides, it's time for the American Nightmare to have it. And I posted it on Facebook. All roads lead to WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, because you look at wait a minute, Brock Lesnar just might lose that triple threat because Bobby Lashley might not like him, and he might come in and spare Brock Lesnar just to take him out the
Yeah,
match, and that
yeah,
down and that gonna come down to Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes.
yeah. And Cody Rhodes will win. I have a good feeling about it this time because he
Uh,
actually looked like 100, at least close to 100% when he came into the Rumble last or the yeah the night
oh
or
yeah.
last night,
The
and
just
even
that was.
against Gunther doing his chops, yeah, the pain hurt, but he kept powering on through. That's
Yeah.
what we look for a champion that's willing to to take the hits, willing to reach the distance
Oh
as a
yeah.
champion.
It- if Cody Rhodes win at WrestleMania, I I just might have to I just might have to make a live stream just saying that you was right.
That's perfectly fine, and you can also wish me a happy birthday because I'll be celebrating my birthday around that time.
Okay.
My birthday is actually April 3rd, that
Oh,
Monday.
so April 3rd? Okay.
Yep, yep. I'll turn 35. I'm a 35-year-old man that loves Power Rangers, DC, anime, and all that good stuff.
Sure,
Yep.
sure said it.
There. I did one of my usual things. Don't mind that. That was just me being a little fun for your channel, and I know you didn't mind that because I'm someone that likes to bring out a little comedy in me. I've been needing to do this for a while because lately I've been kind of,
And, and so
huh?
and stuff like that. In my opinion, it's people older than us that go to the movies just for comic book stuff.
Yeah, I'm just a guy
And
that, like a friend of mine said, I'm multiversal. I like all the different universes.
yeah.
Oh, I'm even a fan of Gundam universe. My favorite is
Oh,
Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny.
I like the original Gundam, the one with Master Agent was in. Boy, that that is one of the most iconic Gundam seasons of all time. The one
Yeah,
with Master
but I
Agent.
also like. Well, see, my favorite Gundam is actually Gundam Destiny.
Oh, okay.
The
And,
Destiny Gundam.
and I like the one with Amuro. Which one had Amuro? The Gundam pilot
I think
Amuro, the
that
one with the
was
blood.
Zeta. Wasn't that
Yeah,
Zeta?
that's the one I like.
Yeah, Zeta
I like that one
Gundam.
too.
The one that transformed from plane to Gundam.
Yeah, and Blood
Yeah,
Orphan.
yeah. Blood Orphan's good too. How many
Yeah,
people do we have here watching this?
the Gundam Blood.
I got.
It was
How
4 or 5,
many
I
people
think.
do we have watching
Yeah, it
this?
was,
I'm
yeah.
kind of
It'd
curious
be like
now.
5 or 6 sometimes.
Yeah. Because
Just
I've
it'd be
never
about 5 or 6
actually,
sometimes.
yeah, because I've never actually seen some, never seen been in a live stream like I said, and this is first ever live stream, and I'm
Yeah,
also promoting your stuff while you're also helping promote my
yeah,
brand.
yeah, yeah.
And yes,
The thing
there
about it,
is an actual podcast. I'll say this: a podcast that stole my name of the Multiverse Ranger and made a team called the Multiverse Rangers podcast that stole my
oh,
name, and they're trying to buy fame instead of working for it.
yeah,
Where I got invited by per you, the normal creature just like me, and working hard at
yeah,
our craft.
yeah. And that was some people forget because you try to buy it and everything like that. The on the audience won't be your audience just want to know the real you if you try to buy it.
Yep.
It's
Where
instead of
me,
you, yeah, yep.
where
You
me
put to build
work
your
for
audience.
it. I
Yeah,
first started
because you
on TikTok, and I appreciate you wanting to keep bringing me into your live streams. And tell the truth, I'm game for that. It'll help build me up and help build you up because you're wanting someone that's full well known in the Power Ranger universe.
yeah,
And And I take it you were actually suggested by someone to take a look for a Power Ranger fandom person that actually knows about the Power Ranger fandom.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I do. The thing I know about Power Rangers, I knew about the Mighty Morphin and plus like all the seasons, everything like that. And put the thing about it, I like to put head canon with the show sometimes.
Yeah,
What what possibly could have been going on with them when in the show and stuff like that. But the Power Ranger comic books actually answer some of the questions. What was
yeah,
going on during
exactly.
the Mighty Morphin stuff,
And tell
and
truth,
that's a good thing in my opinion.
yeah, I agree on that wholeheartedly.
Because you look at it, so if it was for the comic books answer some of the questions of what was going on, some of these people probably come up
And tell
just with the
truth,
dumbest theories.
uh, the Morphin Masters kind of give me the feeling of the Monitor, at least that similar feeling
Yeah.
of what the Monitor was in the Arrowverse.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
instead of it just being one Monitor, there's like all different
Too.
versions.
Because you look at Dino Fury, it had the red and the green Morphin Masters all always helping
Yeah, but what
out
have
the
we
Power Ranger teams.
introduced other Morphin Masters? What if there's even more?
Yeah, because
Like, like, like there could
yeah,
be
because think about it,
a
it was five. Remember, up in Ninja Steel, it was five of them,
yeah.
and Ninja Steel as some of the head people. But just I want to see the blue, yellow.
No, actually, I have even thought of a Chaos Morphing Master, one that
Yeah,
sees the light in the dark.
and it supposed to be a purple one
One,
or something like that.
yeah, it would be a purple one.
Yeah,
And
because you look
and
at
that's actually the one that I'm going to introduce into the backstory of the Multiverse Ranger, because there will be a mission where I have to find one of my friends,
mhm,
because I'm going to introduce him in here into the universe of the multiverse and in the backstory. He's going to help
yeah,
me out on this journey of trying to get stronger, get better, so that we can take down Draken and actually be full fledged heroes instead of
yeah,
being
yep,
slaves to Draken, instead of,
yeah,
yeah, so on and so forth. And then we find other people to recruit to work with us to become the vigilante rangers. You
yep,
see?
yep. Because the thing about I learned about on the Prime Universe in the comic books, it 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 kind of flush out certain storylines when the show didn't touch. If you look at the comic books of Power Rangers, it kind of fill out certain stuff that you think what that we're going with Rita, Goldar, what happened after the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, and tell truth, I already figured out that we can, and like I said, the Ember Ranger will basically be the anti-monitor.
Yeah, because
Basically the
then
evil version of me, basically be, deciding to be the full on evil and try to wipe out all dimensions.
yeah, because then about it,
And
if you look at it, if you look at for Lord Draken, sound like the most dangerous rangers that probably could stop him. It sound like the six rangers because the six rangers
yeah,
always end up being the most powerful. If you
yeah.
look at it,
And if you put it with if you pay a fight against the Multiverse Ranger and the Barry Ranger, and especially
Mm-hmm.
when Barry Ranger in Spectre mode or Spectre uh,
Oh yeah,
Multiverse Ranger, he's gonna be able to be 100 times more powerful because he's gonna be able to trust on the paragons of the Rangers that were chosen to become to help reset the universe of the Power Ranger universe.
yeah. Because you look
Basically,
at it,
I'm working towards a crisis of Infinity Earths of Power Rangers, basically.
and
Because we've actually never actually seen anything like that in the Power Ranger universe. I'm actually been
no,
wanting to see something like that.
nope, no, we didn't. And this is the last question I got to ask. That did do you think the Lord of the Rings show is actually good?
The Ring of
The
Power?
Lord of the Rings show,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. The Ring of Power. Okay, that's actually a good question. I've been meaning to watch it. I'll say this much, but unfortunately, with budget and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait till I actually am able to have a lot more money. But once I actually do give it a shot, it's right now unsure. But
Yeah,
from what I've heard, it's actually pretty good from what I've heard, like on trailer wise, because
that
they still keep talking about it.
some of the people that I saw and stuff like that who supposed to look at this show, who just the big old Rain Lord of the Ring fans. Some of them like it. Some don't like
Yeah.
it though. Just the
Well,
one I saw,
let yeah.
Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. It
Were
it
they
it
were
just like the
they
people
putting politics into it?
and
You
and
think?
and these they would sound like
Oh yeah, most likely.
open at first at this it was some things in it what they didn't like, but they still give it a chance. But they said it's good for people who didn't read the books. If you didn't read the books, you're pretty good. But the thing is, if you read the books, they wouldn't
So not
recommend you look at it.
following the material, most likely.
Yeah, because you look at
Yeah.
the movies follow the big old material most of the time. You look at the movies compared to the book, it's it kind of follows it, but the show did say that Amazon just have some changes, and that's kind of thing
Yeah.
that some people just don't like it for.
Yeah. I
And that's
I'll have to say I agree on that for for that. Yeah.
because you look at the stuff that HBO just produced, sound like the Lord of the Rings movies are three and four books, still three, but it's still good. But the
Yeah.
show, the Lord of the Rings show franchise a little bit the same, based on
Yeah.
base based on prestige. If you take out the show, the brand's still good. But I don't uh, I don't know if people still got to count it against the show, the Lord of the Ring brand. You know what I mean? You can
Right.
have good movies, but just it's the show bad. Some people still might count against it, and that's the kind of thing that I seen sound like the MCU, everything like that. Good movies, some of the movies good, but the show not. I say, come on.
Yeah,
And
I understand that.
the, you know, yeah, I will live stream on Wednesday and Saturday. Unless some news come out or something like that, then with DC or just the MCU news come out, then Sean does my live stream and talk about it. But but my user scheduling is Wednesday and Saturday. If you just want to come
Okay,
back and live stream.
all right. Hey, whenever you want to invite me, message me on TikTok, and I'll join you because this is actually a good way for people that decide to pop in your live stream to try to find
Yeah,
me on TikTok.
yeah.
And you guys can find me on TikTok as me being the Multiverse Ranger.
Because
All
that
in one word.
be, because think about it. So I just my live stream on TikTok sometimes just to like connect to some of my people on TikTok. I'm gonna do it on there
Yeah,
sometime and do it on YouTube some of the time too to be able to connect people to just to both sides. I live stream on
yeah.
TikTok sometime too.
Oh, okay.
Uh, all right, I'll see y'all later.
All right. Thanks for bringing me